Hey homegirl, I am Kiani, the Responsible Homegirl. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Vlogmas. Thank you all so much for rocking with me so far. If you have not been keeping up with my Vlogmas series, watch the videos. They are super good. Today we are getting into part 2 of unboxing the Responsible Homegirl Planner. But instead of it being an unboxing, I'm giving you a full walkthrough inside of the planner, telling you about the different pages, the sections, all of that good stuff to really help you level up your finances. So before we get into that, I know a few people, they slid in my DMs just telling me how pretty the planner was. And for all of you that gave me some feedback on it, thank you. I really appreciate it. Y'all made me feel so good within the past few days. But some people had some questions on how I created the planner, the sizing, dimensions, paper, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to give you some tips on those things, and then we're going to jump right into the walkthrough. First thing first, I did have some sort of knowledge on creating this planner because last year I launched a planner and it was very helpful to have that foreknowledge, that process, because I went in there with the mindset of, okay, I know what I did last year, but I want to do some things different. For one, the design. I knew I wanted a very minimalistic, luxurious look. Before, it really wasn't given that. I don't know what look it was given. It was still okay, but I just wanted a more upscale look. So with a more upscale look, I know that I needed to do some things different with the design. I used Canva to design the inside and the outside of my planner. And when I tell y'all I took my time. It probably took me about 2.5 months to really outline each page, get feedback from people, make switches, make changes. It was about 2.5 months. And then after me actually designing the planner, that's when I contacted my manufacturer and we started chopping it up back and forth. So from me creating a planner last year, I knew a couple of things. I wanted the design to be different. I wanted it to be smaller. When it came down to sizing, I did not know a whole lot about sizing. So what did I do? I went to Google. Google and people that have done it before you will always be your best friend. And when I say people that have done it before you, that don't mean like asking them what their manufacturer is, who their manufacturer is, or asking them stuff for free. No, you need to invest in yourself. And when I always talk about investing in your self-education, I'm not saying these things because they sound cute. I'm saying it because these are things that I do. Like, I'm always looking for people who are selling courses, who are selling ebooks, who have done it before. And I don't mind sharing information at all, but I think it's very important to invest in yourself because you get to skip part of the just going down a rabbit hole in Google and on YouTube looking for stuff for free 99. When it came to sizing, when it came to design, when it came to all of that stuff, I used Google. It took me 2.5 months to design it. When it came to paper, and I'm gonna actually include a video of because that'll help you out too. I'm gonna include a video after this showing how much I did not know. So this was probably about last month when I first sent the design out to the manufacturer and we were talking back and forth about paperweight. When I tell you I didn't know what that lady was talking about, and still to this day, I don't know. But when you're starting a new process, you can't let the unknown stop you. She gave me I can't even remember the name of the paper, but when she sent it to me, I Googled it. Okay, what is that? Googled what it was. Still didn't know how it felt. If I wanted to go to like a Walmart or a Target or Paper Place and feel it, I could have done that. But I didn't do it. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just wait until I actually get the planner. So there are so many different things that you can do. Ziri can tell you, she's always with me. That's my little sister for those who don't know, just for context. Ziri, me and her, every time we go into Target, every time we go into Walmart, I'm like, let me go to the planner aisle because I want to see what's actually in retail stores, what people are buying. And if I'm honest with you, I have not seen anything like the Responsible Homegirl Planner in the market. So when I confidently say, oh, my planner is going to be in Target one day, I'm not just saying that just to say it. Like, I strongly believe that we all have to start from somewhere, but I can definitely see a gap in the market for my planners. So I feel like I have talked a lot. I am going to insert that video that I was just telling you about. And then I'm going to show you a full walkthrough of the planner. Today is Wednesday, so on Monday, I finally sent off the final draft of my planners to my manufacturer, which was a little scary, but also exciting. And now me and her, we're talking back and forth about pricing, thickness of the paper, y'all, stuff I literally know nothing about. She was like, because I forgot to mention to her that I wanted each tab to have like thicker paper like cardstock. And she was like, okay, it could be, we could use 250 GSM. And I was like, what? But I didn't even text her back, like, what is that? I literally Googled, what is 250 GSM offset paper? And they basically explained to me, like, that's the thickness of the paper, the weight of the paper. So I still don't even know for real, like, how it feels or anything. But we gonna see. So I asked for a sample. The sample is costing me $150, which is crazy, but it doesn't matter. I want to make sure I have a sample in my hand before it goes into mass production. She told me that mass production will be around 20 days, which I am so happy about because now I know that I will get the planners back before Christmas. And I have so many great ideas in my head about how I want to market and get it out there. So super excited about that as well. No matter where you are, anything is possible. Put one foot in front of the other and work. Put in the work. You're not gonna know everything. It's okay. It's cool. Just figure it out step by step and invite God into your process. Like before I start working, before I start my day, literally before I start anything, I'm taking a moment to pause and ask God to lead me, to guide me, to be in this with me. Because if He's not in it, I don't want it. I don't want to be wasting my time out here. And one scripture that I have been heavily meditating on this morning, and literally is going to be for the whole week, is Romans 12:2. And I feel like it's a very common scripture, and we always focus on the front part of it that says, do not be transformed, or do not conform to the world, or do not conform to the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way that you think. Some transcriptions say like by renewing your mind. But then the second half of that scripture says, then you will know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect. Then you will know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect. So I'm literally just holding on to that. Like I want to know God's will. I want to be in His will, because where His will is and I'm in His will, it's good, it's pleasing, and it's perfect. One last thing, I was reading a Bible plan this morning, and it said, I can't even remember the author name, but it was like, this author says, to be out of God's will is to be in danger. To be in God's will is to be dangerous. And y'all know we love to say, stay dangerous, stay dangerous. But that literally came to my mind as soon as I read it. I want to stay dangerous. I want to be in God's will no matter what. And in order for me to be in His will, I have to be with Him. I have to remain in Him. I have to not be transformed by this world. I had to let Him renew my mind and change the way I think and develop me into a new person. And it is a process, it is a journey, but I'm in love with who I'm becoming. I'm in love with this business journey. I was just telling my homegirl Essence last night, like, throughout it was this season where I went through just a whole lot, like just being very unhappy with my life and where I was, and God took me on this 90-day journey of locking in with Him, being at His feet. And throughout that season, He told me, like, the way you do business moving forward is going to be different. Like when you leave out of this season and you jump back into the Responsible Homegirl full time, it's going to be different. And when I tell you, y'all, it has been so different. Like I just feel another level of grace, another level of strength, another level of peace, and overwhelmed. Like I'm not overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with His goodness. I'm overwhelmed. Like I'm just so, I can't even put it all into words. God is just so good. And when you realize that you need Him more than you breathe, baby, things start changing. Your mindset starts changing. How you interact in this world starts changing. The way you do business, like just everything. So I have talked for 5 minutes. Might as well make this a business diary or a part of the vlog that I'll make, talking about my planners. You watched my part 1 video, you know that my manufacturers, they made a mistake, and before they actually sent me the planner, she sent me a picture of the sample, which was white and gold, and I'm like, no, this should be black. So she asked me initially, could she, just send the planner as is, and I'm like, no, I need to see the entire thing because I'm about to be giving y'all thousands of dollars to mass produce this product. So instead of them rebinding it, she sent me 2 new covers. So this is why the black and gold is separated, is not binded here. So it's gonna look like this: black gold foil. I was going for a very luxurious, minimalistic look. That's why it's not a whole lot happening, a whole lot going on. So this is the front cover, and then this would be the back cover. That Responsible Homegirl looks so good. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is taking you through, giving you a full planner walkthrough. So when you first open it, you see here, I don't make excuses, I make it happen. And that is the mantra that I want you to live by as you are becoming financially responsible. There are so many excuses that we can make up as to why we can't save, why we don't budget our money, why we're not disciplined, why we're not consistent. But let's get rid of the excuses and simply make it happen. It's as simple as making a decision. So when you first open it up, I have this page is very important, and I know we hate to read, but this page is going to set you up for success for the rest of the planners. So I'm explaining how you can get the most out of your planner. And there are 7 different sections, and not necessarily sections, but seven different types of pages. So you got your money management. This is a section strictly devoted to helping you learn some new stuff about money that you probably were never taught. Where's my money? This is at the beginning and the end of the planner, and it's for you to track your net worth. Celebrities are not the only people with a net worth. And when you're tracking your net worth, you're simply looking at what you own versus what you owe. So what you own, like your assets, and then your liabilities are your debts. So you can start thinking about, dang, I got stuff, but I don't own anything. Or dang, I owe more than I actually own. So it can empower you to get more assets and to just own more things. Then you have important dates. So think about things that require you to spend money. So whether that's a trip, special events, somebody's birthday coming up, your car taxes might be due at the beginning of each new year. So like in January or February. So this is where you need to think about important dates that can come up. Weekly plans. So this could be used as it is a financial planner, but if you have things to do on a certain day that might require you to pay bills, or if you just want to use it as a planner, you can use that section for that. Does outside cost $200? My homegirls that really rock with me, I always do this series on social where I am outside tracking how much I spend, and 9 times out of 10, outside is always costing $200. So this is the place where you are tracking your spending for the month, and that's your itemized section. The last place is make it make sense. So based on your tracking, categorize where your money went and look for patterns. So this month, did I spend more money eating out? This month, did I spend more money shopping? So does outside cost $200? That's your itemized versus your make it make sense. That's your big picture. Next, we have some daily affirmations. Then we get into our money management section. So I really want you to notice here how all of the tabs on this side, they are blank. Why they are blank? Because it is a 6-month dateless planner. So you're going to use the stickers. Hold on, let me find the stickers. What are stickers? Okay. So the stickers are here. You're going to use your stickers to put on the right side. So matter of fact, let's just do one together right now. So I'm going to take Jan. It's so cute. So this is not the January tab. This is the money management tab. So January would start here. So I'm going to take that and go ahead and stick it down. Okay. Do you see that? Do you see that? That looks amazing. That looks amazing, January. But say, for instance, you didn't start this in January. You didn't buy it in January. You bought it in February. You would literally just take the February sticker, put February there. So, like I mentioned before, let's go back to the money management. So in the money management section, you have here, you're going to write a commitment letter to yourself. For the next 6 months, you get to determine what you want to focus on, whether that's increasing your income, building your emergency fund, paying down or off some debt, starting a business. So this is the place where you would mark what you're actually working on for the next 6 months. You become what you consume. This was very important to me because I believe in reading books, listening to podcasts, really transforming your mindset around money. So here's where you make a list of like some of your favorite financial resources. And if you need more recommendations, you can check out my website where I have a list of those things for you. So a few things you probably weren't taught about money. I'll go through a few lessons there. Now, this is the first time you will see Where's My Money pop up. And again, I say celebrities are not the only people with a net worth. You have a net worth as well. So this is where you track your savings and your investments and your debt. And then you look at your assets minus your liabilities. And that's how you find your net worth. So you really, really, really do not skip over this part, because in month 1, you're going to compare it later on to month 6. So when we get to month 6, you will see, oh, I'm in month 5. Once you get to month 6, you will see, hold up. Do I see a mistake? Maybe it's not at the beginning. Maybe it's at the end. We're about to see now. Oh, nope, it's here. So at the beginning, you see it in your money management section. And then later on at the end of the book, and that's why I did that. That makes sense now. After you finish with that month, you check your net worth again. Okay. So now let's go back. So the first time you see money management, each month I have different scriptures, some of my favorite scriptures, just encourage you and motivate you to keep going, to encourage you to stay disciplined, because y'all, God's word is real. It's alive. And yeah, it's a great way to, like I say, stay encouraged. So now let's get into the actual month. So again, a dateless planner. So how I put January, the abbreviation stickers go on the tabs, and then the full month goes here. So you would literally take the January off and you would stick it right here. Look how good that looks. Look at that. Look how good that looks. So January, and then you would put in all of the dates here. And then if you want to write anything down right there, you can do. Then you have a to-do column here. Then this is where we get into important dates. So important dates that require me to swipe my visas, put the date here, the description of what it is, and the amount. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, y'all know it's 4 weeks in a month. So this is where you would sit down and actually think about it. Then we get into lifestyle budgeting. What is it? How do you do it step by step? Then, of course, I have a great example for you, so you don't have to figure it out by yourself. I literally write down the process, and now it's time for you to actually budget your money. Every single time you get paid, you want to budget. And I explain how to budget on these 2 pages, so make sure you're using these resources as well. Now, every week I included, and this is where we get into weekly plans. I'll go back to what I was saying, but next is weekly plans. So set the tone for an excellent week. On Sunday, I literally sit down and think about what I have to do for the entire week. So this is where you would do that. And then Monday, you have a few things. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you have space to write down a few things. Saturday, I have a note here about saving. And then again, we're going to go back to lifestyle budgeting. Now, the reason why I included 4 templates for lifestyle budgeting is because no matter what, everybody doesn't get paid on the same time schedule, right? So say, for instance, you're a bartender or you're an entrepreneur, or you do something where you don't make money, consistent money, like bi-weekly or monthly. Then I included 4 pages. So every single week you're budgeting. But if you get paid bi-weekly, you'll only be using 2 of the budgeting templates. You wouldn't be using 4. If you get paid monthly, you will only be using 1 of the templates, not 4. But I still have 4 weekly plans included for you. After that, we get into Does Outside Cost $200, where you are tracking your spending item by item and then make it make sense. This is your big picture. Now, next, what patterns do you see? This is super important, because now it's time for you to reflect. Reflect on what you actually spent your money on. Do you want to keep things the same, or do you want to do something different next month? And then actually reflecting on the month. How was your month? How's your money looking? Did you spend too much? Did you stick to your budget? Spill the tea. So these 2 pages is where you be really honest with yourself about everything that you have going on. So now after that, the months repeat itself until we get to the end. And if you actually make it to the end of the planner, I have a special note for you there that I'm not going to read. But yes, that's the entire planner. Not too bulky, not overwhelming. You get to deal with your finances 6 months at a time. I feel like oftentimes we are too focused on the whole year and we just get caught up in things that don't matter. So I was very intentional with making it dateless, making it 6 months, so you have time to really focus, and think. So that's the planner, full walkthrough of it. I hope you all enjoyed the full walkthrough of the planner. I want you to get on the wait list for the Responsible Homegirl Planner. The planners are not available yet. What I was showing you was just a sample. But if you want to be the first to be notified once the planners arrive, make sure you get on my wait list. When they're gone, they're gone. And I'm thinking about, like, creating exclusive products so that it just, makes you feel very one of one. Like I said, this is a 6-month dateless planner. So get on the wait list. When they drop, I will be the first to let you know, or you will be the first to know that they are available before they hit my social media, before they hit my email list. If you have not caught up on all of my Vlogmas videos so far, make sure you go back, catch up on those Vlogmas videos, and subscribe to the channel. I want you to be a part of this community where we are leveling up financially. Don't hoard the information. Share it with a homegirl. Send this video to her and allow her to just learn more, grow more, gain some inspiration. I wish I had a responsible homegirl a few years ago. So send her this video, share it with your friends, comment anything that stood out to you, any questions that you have, and make sure you subscribe. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow for Vlogmas day 5, I think. Yeah, see y'all tomorrow.